And we're live. We're back.
Once again, the fish return.
Little hiatus, but we're back.
It's kind of, I feel like it's much harder to get a schedule to things.
Yeah, being an adult's hard. I learn new things every day, and scheduling's just not one of them.
It's not possible,
No.
especially when you have like something that just shits and gets sick like nonstop.
Yeah, that's hard for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't imagine.
your your delays are also shit related though, generally.
Yeah, generally, yeah. I will be fair though. I had the best gas station meal of my life. You and the boys shit on me for gas station. I was at a gas station today, and they had a brunch burger.
Brunch burger.
I went up to the lady. I said, "What's in that?" And gas station hamburger, American cheese, fried egg, jalapenos, mushrooms, peppers, and onions on a burger for like $6.
It's kind of a deal.
I am going to shit my brains out tomorrow. I know that
Yeah,
for a
I'm
fact.
surprised you don't already feel
I
the
have not shit
rumbles.
yet. I think the American cheese is like the glue holding my gut together right now, but it was very good.
Dude, for a while you were on like a real kick of just like,
Gas station food.
yeah, when we used to get the gas station food reviews, that was like all
Yeah.
time.
I think I used to eat a lot of gas station soup. There's only been two gas station foods in my life that have given me food poisoning. One of them was a bad batch of mandarin oranges when I bought it. Like you know how like they have the
Yeah,
plastic up top. Like I could
yeah.
tell it was deflated. Like
You still ate
there's like a
it.
hole in the seal. I fucking dogged that shit, dude. I called out of work the next day. I was just
Oh yeah, just
waterfall asshole.
violently ill.
And then there's a gas station like halfway home on my commute. It's the gas station attendant I go and harass. I always get the hot dogs.
Mm.
And I always walk in and I'll tell him a big dog for the big dog. And he rings that shit up for me. And he gets, well, the first time I went in, I grabbed the tornadoes. You ever had a
Yeah,
gas station tornado?
I have looked at them. I feel like that's something that's right up my alley, but I've yet to pull the
If you
trigger.
get the ranchero steak and cheese ones, they're very good. So I've gotten the ranchero steak and cheese, and then they have a chicken one that's good. But I just walked into this gas station and I knew this dude was about it. So I grabbed two ranchero steak and cheese and I walked up to the counter and he's like, two of those. I'm like, yep. And he rang me out and I'm like paying with my card and I was like, let's make a deal. He's like, what's that? I'm like, I won't tell anyone if you don't tell anyone. And he goes, what? And I took them both and I slid them both in my breast pocket of my Carhartt jacket. And the guy looked at me like I was a fucking sicko. And
Yeah.
the card went through. I hit the green button accept and I turned around and left. And then the time after that, I said something else fucked up to him, but now I walk in and he literally goes, big dog for the big dog. And I go, big dog. And then he just rings me up for whatever I get. It's so nice.
That's awesome.
But mandarin oranges, and then I had a pork. No, it wasn't pork. It was a veggie spring roll gas station tornado.
Yeah.
It took me to a place in my life I would not go back to without bodyguards and baby wipes. Like I was 30 miles down the road shitting in an even sketchier gas station.
Yeah. The gas station shits are when you know that you're a lost cause.
Dude, it's I have clogged so many gas like most people clog a public toilet once in their life.
Yeah.
I've done it at least 5 times. I can fuck up a public toilet. And the worst is like what I do is on my shirt. So having to go to a gas station attendant with a shirt that says plumber and being like, yo, that thing's fucked. They're always like, what are you talking about, dude? It's so bad. The worst
Yeah, it's like you know what you're talking about.
yeah.
You're certified in shit fucking
Like I could
clogged
unclog a toilet
pipes.
with an HDMI cable. If I have to say
Yeah.
something, it means one time, dude, Memorial Day weekend, I'm driving up north. Traffic is fucking packed, dude. I hit this random dunks like 3 towns away, and I go in. I'm nice though. If I'm gonna use a public restroom, I always buy something.
Yeah, of
I'll,
course.
I'll buy like a pack of gum, so whatever. This was a dunks though, so I'm like small iced coffee. Give me that shit. I buy it. I put it down on the thing where you get a straw, and then I'm like, I'm dropping heat. So I go to drop heat. I lock on the men's room door, occupied. But
Fuck.
it's one of those ones where it's like single gender for each bathroom. It's fucking
Yeah.
2022, dude. I could have a pussy.
Yeah.
So
You
I'm
never
using
know.
I'm using the women's room.
Yep.
Go into the women's room. I'm looking at their setup, dude. I'm looking at this like fucking their setup, and it is not up to date, dude. I can tell by looking at this toilet. It's on its last legs, but so am I.
Yeah.
So I drop an absolute fucking banger in there and keep it. I'm pretty kosher with the toilet paper. Like I'm not like clogging it with wads of cottonelle. Like I'm a very conservative
Yeah.
wiper. I will risk shit on my finger if it means saving paper. You know,
Absolutely.
very couple conservative wipes go to flush, dude. She just backs up, dude. And when I flush the toilet, I hear the sink gurgle.
Oh no.
So I'm like, yeah, this is a professional problem. So I'm like, fuck, there's no plunger in there. There's nothing I can do. The toilet's just fucking clogged, and I left a man-sized dump in there. And it's the women's room,
Yes.
and it's Memorial Day weekend. So I'm like, you know what? Is what it is. I got a boat to go drink on. So I open up the door. Keep in mind, 8:45 in the morning, Memorial Day weekend, the Saturday.
Yeah, I'm sure it's actually busy too.
Full blown Mormon family outside the
Oh
fucking
my
door, all
god.
waiting to use the
Oh my
bathroom, and the
god.
men's room's still occupied. So it's like some Mormon dude, his wife, and his fucking 7 children, and they're waiting for the one bathroom. And I left just fucking just clogged it.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's it's a rough one.
And then one town away from that, this was coming home on Labor Day the following year.
Yeah.
Same thing, but this was a Coors dump. I had
Yeah.
like, I don't know, fucking 45 Coors Lights that weekend.
Yeah.
Had to let the mud out on the way home. Crazy dump, dude. I flushed it, and the shit came out the fucking floor drain
Oh
in
my
in the fucking bathroom, dude. I'm not lying.
You're gonna put your feet up on the
Yeah,
toilet
dude.
seat?
It's literally like Dumb and Dumber when he's sitting there with his feet
Oh
up. But I
my
flushed that shit,
God.
and sewage came out the fucking floor drain.
Holy
And I had to
shit,
go to the
dude.
lady and be like, "Yo, that bathroom's fucked." And she's like, "I thought there was a sign on that that says don't use it." And I'm like, "I didn't see the fucking sign, dude. But you got shit on the fucking floor, bro." It was crazy. Those are like only 2 of the 5 stories I have.
She thought that you fucking ripped down the caution
Yeah,
tape
just
so you could just
fucking.
drop
I would
bombs.
respect that, dude. I'd go shit my pants outside if it was
Yeah.
actually out of order.
I've only had like a few bad stories in my adult life of like desperately. I did shit myself in college. I had like the neurovirus,
Yeah.
and I just woke up in the middle of the night and I just had shit in my underwear, and I just had to do the waddle from my dorm room down to the bathroom with another pair of underwear in my pocket, do a change in the stall, and then like discreetly throw out the underwear.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you pull down the napkins and just like cover it up so nobody can
Yeah.
find it. And then we got back from Vegas, and I got fucking so sick on the plane, and I
Mm-hmm.
managed to like I held it in on the plane, but when we were driving home, I had to stop at a McDonald's off the highway because I knew I was about to shit myself. And I walk into the McDonald's bathroom. There's 2 stalls, both of them occupied.
Yeah.
I waited for probably like 5 minutes, and at this point, like I'm full clinch, and I just fucking I ran outside. I drove to the gas station that was next door. I went to go in the gas station. The guy in front of me sprinted to the bathroom to take a piss,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as my ass finally hit that toilet seat, I probably sprayed liquid for like at least 4 minutes.
I first of all, shitting your pants happens. I used to have like a number in my head of how many times I've shit my pants since I turned 18, but
A running tally.
I stopped count after 5
Yeah,
because I was like, yeah, it's
you know
coming
it's
out
only
to like
going up.
one
Yeah,
every like 14 months. I shit my pants.
yeah,
But my best bathroom poop story was also McDonald's,
yeah.
and I forget about this one because of how legendary it is. But it made me realize, it taught me like a very valuable life lesson. As you can wake up in the morning, go about your day being the best person you can be, and still end up being someone else's villain.
Yeah.
And that happened to me. And I was Megamind in this McDonald's. Dude, I was doing a job up in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's no fucking restroom on site. But across the street was a McDonald's. And all day I had to dump. And I was like, I'm just waiting for that perfect opportunity. to run up, and then finally got to the point I had nothing to do. I was like, I'm gonna sprint across the street, like play Frogger in 4 lane traffic, drop some heat, and come back to work, and everything will be fine. So time comes, I run across the street, I get to the McDonald's. Everything is normal for like the first 20 seconds of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Go into the McDonald's, walk into the restroom, open up the door. Now, this McDonald's is one stall, one urinal. I open up the stall, I go over, undo my pants. My knees aren't even fully bent yet. My cheeks have not touched the seat. And I keep in mind I've had to dump for hours. And I hear that door fucking whip open.
Oh no.
And then like right as my cheeks touch the seat, just banging on the stall. And this guy's like, I gotta go. I gotta go. And I'm like pissed off. I'm a fucking construction worker. I'm like, I haven't even started yet, is what I say to this guy. I gotta go. And I'm like, I'll hurry up. So I start pushing, dude, like trying to power out the shit. And then all I hear on the other side is like literally like moaning, moaning and groaning. And then I fucking hear it, dude. Like the turd's halfway out of me, and I hear like, I hear something nasty going on, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So luckily I didn't have diarrhea. I just had one solid loaf. Hit it with a couple wipes, dude. I'm golden. I stand up. After I'm done wiping, I'm pulling up my pants. I hear the door open again. And then I hear someone say, "Sir, you're not serious." And I'm like, this is going to be bad, dude. This is going to be so bad. So I open up the door. Straight up Mexican standoff. It's me. Directly across from me, standing in the entry door, is a McDonald's employee with blue hair. And to our left, there is a 60-year-old man with his pants around his ankles and his ass cheeks on the urinal having violent diarrhea into the fucking urinal. And I'm looking at this fucking McDonald's employee. The old man's giving me the death stare. The McDonald's employee looks back at me. I look back at like truly Mexican standoff for like 30 fucking seconds. We're not saying a word. And this dude's just like it's still drip. Like, and we're at the point where like we don't even care. This dude's actively shitting. Like, you have to watch it. It's like a car crash.
Oh my god.
And then we all kind of look at each other, and this dude, like the old man, clearly still has more coming out of him. So I just like look at. I had to walk in between the employee and this dude to go to the sink and wash my hands.
Oh my god.
And I washed my hands and then walked back across the street to go to work. And I got back, and then you know the Drake and Josh episode where they get off that roller coaster, and it's like riding through the eye of a hurricane on the back of a tiger.
Yeah.
I had that same expression Megan had on her face when she gets off that ride. My hair was all fucked up. I just had no words. And they're like, what happened? I was like, dude, I just saw this old ass dude shit in a fucking urinal. And they're like, you're lying. I'm like, dude, no, let's go. So my coworker went across the street and they had the bathroom shut down. He comes back. He's like, he ain't lying. He did it. He did it. It's fucking crazy, dude.
You couldn't make that shit up even if you wanted to. That is
I
fucking
could
insane.
not, dude. It was so, and I felt so bad for the dude because, like, truly, I think it was like a sub 100-second shit for me.
Yeah.
Like, I had to go.
Which
I
is rare.
sat.
That's a good one.
I spent more time wiping than I did pooping.
Jesus,
It's fucking
Christ.
wild.
Yeah, you really just that guy probably still thinks about that.
He still hates me, probably.
If he probably remembers your face. If he ever saw you anywhere ever
He
again,
would remember
he
me.
would fight you immediately on
Yeah,
set.
I don't. He was old, dude. I felt bad. He was probably like pushing 65.
God damn.
But that's when I realized, like, you know, when you get, it like taught me a lesson about like road rage and shit. Like, you know, sometimes people are just having a bad day. You're not trying to be mean, but you can be someone's villain just by being you.
It's true. It's funny. Like, I feel like it's always the places where you'd expect where the bathrooms would be a disaster are where the bathrooms are a disaster.
Yeah.
Obviously, McDonald's are horrendous. Walmart, I've probably seen the most horrific crime scenes of all in those handicap stalls.
Yeah.
Like that's the one where you go in. I used to wake up. I used to fucking throw soda on shelves for Coke. I
Yeah.
used to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'd have to go to a fucking Walmart and literally one of the shittiest towns in the area. Like just fucking food stamps galore. Like everybody's a drug addict.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get there at 5 a.m. And I remember this day I walked into the bathroom and there's three stalls. First one I walked into, buckshot, blood, just a fucking disaster. And then I walked in and I was just like in disbelief. And then I went to the stall next to it, same exact situation.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What do you have to eat for
Yeah.
your like? How does that happen? How do
And
you do that?
I only tell stories to people about like when people want to go turd for turd. I I only tell stories like from my personal life because like working construction, dude. I was on one job site where some dude thought it'd be funny to close the lid to the porta potty and then shit on top of the lid, dude. I got a picture on my phone. This dude literally closed the lid on the porta potty and shit on top of it, which is it like in the moment everyone gets so upset because it's like, all right, now we're down a porta potty because no one's going in there to lift the lid on this
Yeah, it's
fucking.
over. It's
But
over.
like while I'm on the clock, shit like that isn't very not funny. But the second I clock out, I'm like, that's fucking hilarious, dude. Like,
It's
and then
unbelievable.
another job where the fucking the porta potty was so nasty, some dude went inside and shit in a bag and then left the bag in the urinal part of the porta
Oh
potty.
my god, dude.
I see this shit all the time. It's so funny.
I my these kids that I work with, they like are members to a private club, and they went with their buddy, and their buddy I guess is like a true alcoholic, just drinks until he literally is like subhuman. So they're in a private club that they pay for a membership for. They sign them in, like they get there probably like 11 o'clock. They're drinking. 1 a.m. This dude is like incapacitated at the bar, and they have to drag him from the bar to a seat. And I guess this place has like they got a slot machine, and they have the fucking gaming chair. So he's sitting in like this slot machine chair, and they finally are like, "All right, we gotta go," because this guy's just like he's just a liability at this point. They pick him up,
Mm-hmm.
and he is just leaking shit out of his jeans onto the chair, and they just had to drag him because this guy was like 230. And they drag him out of the bar. There's a fucking streak from the chair to the door, and then they get him in the car. They just bring him home, and just basically just threw him in his apartment. And he like
Yeah,
woke up the next day.
just covered in
And
shit.
like, you imagine the horror of you blacking out and then waking up the next day wearing the same clothes from last night, filled with shit.
That's the one thing I've never woken up covered in shit.
That is a line that I will not cross. The
That
day that I wake up covered in my own shit is a day that I don't want to live anymore.
Yeah, no, that is yet. I It's gonna happen at some point to me. I can feel it, but I've
If I'm like
never.
70, I guess that would be acceptable.
Yeah, damn, dude. Yeah, going turd for turd. Poop talk's funny. Some people aren't
I don't
down
know.
with
Some
it.
people get grossed out, but it's like it
E-
literally it's so funny.
Everybody poops like a good fart too is so funny.
Yeah,
If
dude.
someone like a perfectly timed fart,
Yeah,
like
nothing's better.
dude. There's one. I'm trying to think of my most recent one. I had like a perfectly timed fart in a quiet room recently that went fucking. It went bananas. It was really good.
Another story that's like in the moment, it was probably like one of the worst things. Remember DC?
Yes.
There's no way that you don't.
Yeah.
I was just I was ripping ass
Hmm.
on this drive
Oh,
home.
on
It
the
was like
bus,
yes,
dude.
on the
I was
bus.
behind you on the
Yes,
bus.
yes, yes. This is where you said that you needed to give like you went up to a teacher and said we need to give him an enema
Yes.
because I was just producing heinous gas, and we were
Yes.
probably like 4 hours in on like a 9 hour drive,
Yeah.
and I was just crop dusting the entire. Like you could see the cloud go up the bus.
100%. And we couldn't poop on our bus, I remember.
Yeah,
We had a no
pooping was
poop
not
bus.
allowed. So I was just ripping ass, and everybody's getting pissed. That bus, another. You remember the piss on that bus?
Oh,
You
was
remember?
that when all the piss splashed out of the toilet
Yeah.
and went down
So,
the aisle?
so we're like in 8th grade. Obviously, we're all fucking stupid, but like everybody had to pee. but we were too lazy to yell up to the front to tell the lady to turn the light on in the bathroom. So you would go into the bathroom, and this was before everybody had like smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
So like you would just go to the bathroom and you just start peeing.
Yeah, with no light.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no light, so like you know where the general area of where it is, but there's no way to flush it.
Yeah.
So there's probably like first guy went, second guy went, third guy went, I went, and then another kid went. And we're on the highway, and then all of a sudden we slow down to traffic, and the bus driver hits the brakes.
And all the piss went forward down there. Because we were sitting in the very back. I remember that so clearly. Because they have like the little slots in the fucking floorboards.
Yes.
So like 3 of the lines are just full of piss racing towards the front.
This kid fucking, his back hits you hear a thud, and he goes, "Huh! Huh!" The fucking, he goes, "No, no!" And he opens the door. He goes, "Nobody flushed the toilet." And we're like, "How the fuck are we supposed to flush the toilet? There's no light on in there." And then you just look on the ground, and there's just like 4 streams of piss in the grates, just slowly making its way up the bus.
I remember that so clearly.
And then the fucking teacher had to come back and grab paper towels and clean up the piss that was slowly going up the floor all the way to the front of the bus.
That's crazy. Yeah, that I remember that so clearly.
That was unbelievable. And then somehow I got blamed. I was like, nobody flushed the toilet, but yeah, I'm the one who gets blamed for not. Like, come on. Like, I'm clearly crop dusting the bus, but like, you gotta give me the pass for pissing.
I'm shit man, not piss man.
Yeah, come on.
That's epic. I made a new discovery recently. I started. I've always been a coffee guy, dude. I don't like Red Bulls because there's too much sugar in them.
Yeah.
Started cranking the Celsiuses, dude.
Life changing.
I didn't start with just one. I started with 2, and I ripped like 2 Celsius on an empty stomach, and I think that's what being Chinese feels like. like drink 2, no food, drink 2 Celsiuses in less than 30 minutes on an empty stomach. Congratulations, you are Chinese, dude.
Yeah, you just. It's the limitless pill,
and like it doesn't hit you right away, but like probably an hour after, I was like, all in my mind, there's 2 things. Was 1, fear the dragon, and then 2, productivity over anything else. Like,
yeah.
I just felt
you're just locked in.
Fully locked in, dude. It was such a good feeling. So every day since, I've had 2 Celsiuses. But it makes it hard to sleep when you've had Celsiuses. And then you have the crazy dreams. I told you.
Yeah, you get those.
I had a gay dream the other night.
Yeah.
The first time I had 2 Celsiuses and then go home, gay dream.
There's no coincidence there.
Yeah, no. Probably because the Chinese chemicals in there want me to have a gay dream.
The caffeination just gets you. It just gets you real homosexual.
Yeah, China doesn't have to attack the U.S. to win the war. They just need to put chemicals in energy drinks that make people have gay thoughts, and then they win.
Dude, the follow-up text. You text that in the group chat.
Yeah.
The follow-up text has to be like, we have a lot, like we're friends with a lot of retarded people. The text of like, I had a dream.
I don't even think we should say
it. I don't even know
we cannot mention that.
I don't think I can. But,
no.
Oh my god.
But like,
oh my god.
I'm in like multiple group chats, and there's like got to be like a group chat theory. Like, there is shit I will say in a group chat where if I texted that to one person one-on-one, I would be put in a mental institution. Yeah. But the second there's 3 or 4 people in a text chain, you can say fucking whatever.
Yeah. As long as you get those crying emoji reactions to it.
It's literally just about scoring points after a certain point.
Yeah. Because you know you're going to get a pop.
Yeah. I was fine. Dude, remember, callback 2 episodes ago, the Barista Princess?
Yes.
Dude, left a cute note on my coffee cup the other.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So I put that in the group chat. And I forget what someone said back, but it was also horrible.
Dude, sometimes like guys being dudes gets real fucking dangerous real quick. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh my god. Like if my wife ever saw this, I'd be absolutely fried.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of just the stuff that's been in my Fortnite group chat this week has been absolutely horrid. I want to see if there's any examples I can read on the air, but I really don't. Again, I've been using Grok to make Only thing I use AI for is to make images for the Fortnite group chat. This is one for this week. They're all very stupid, but I would love to be able to one day share these on the internet, maybe through an anonymous account.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before we get there.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, the group chats are a different animal.
Yeah, but oh, recent development. I was off Twitter for 3 months and just got back on.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking insane, insane, dude. I need to get back off. I think my me being back on Twitter is gonna last exactly 1 week. I tweeted one thing that got a couple likes, made me feel happy.
It went straight to your head.
Um, and then I had a banger of a tweet. I said the reason there was no black people on Epstein's island is because Carnival Cruise Lines didn't stop there, which is a fucking banger,
That
dude.
is a good one.
And then I've just seen like the most retarded posts for the past week since, so I need to get back off.
Yeah, it's really scary. Like I do a lot of hate viewing on Twitter. Like I'll hit something just because I disagree with it. Like or I like
Yeah.
think that they're like I want to see the comments and replies to it to see if they're getting like the positive reinforcement that they don't deserve. And then I just fuck my feed by looking at a bunch of things that I hate.
Yeah, I would like if I wasn't busy this weekend, I'd be at the state house, dude. Like I'm that riled up. I
You're
follow a
ready to
bunch of
go.
like local crazy politicians. Big rally this weekend. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll be there. You know?
Ready to go.
Yeah. But yo, yo, crazy things on the TV right now. Crazy.
The Ozempic and like Ozempic adjacent,
This one's called like Zep Pounds
yeah, and every person in this is a unit.
unit, dude.
It's
It,
pretty remarkable how shameless everybody is about just like taking a pill to lose some weight.
yeah, I'm not trying to shame people. I think yeah, me and you were both chubby as kids. Like
Yeah,
it's pretty easy to be overweight. It seems kind of hard to be obese.
yeah.
It
There's
it
definitely
gets to a point, dude.
yeah. There's a line that you gotta figure out there. I've
Yeah.
always thought that like I don't know how you could possibly eat to the point of you being like having to f- squeeze through a doorway. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like food's great. I love food. Don't get me wrong. Like I was a fucking fat little boy. Like I ate my fair share. But I don't know how you eat to that point. You know.
Yeah. I don't even want to say anything else about it. Yeah. I was that commercial was fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I've
That
been
was a
thinking
lot to
about
look
getting on
at.
peptides, dude, because I don't think peptides have the negative connotation that steroids have. People find out you're on roids, they're like, "Oh, that's." It seems almost borderline degenerate,
Yeah.
but people really don't know peptides yet. But you can get peptides. I've been looking at Amazon at some like growth peptides.
It's actually kind of crazy how like into the looks maxing like the next generation of
Oh,
kids are.
I've been getting, and the funny thing is like Nick Fuentes and Clavicular have just recently gotten people into like stuff people have been talking about on 4chan for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the clavicular thing is like I don't know, like at what point do you get so obsessed with yourself that it turns into like I know we've talked about this in the past how
yeah.
like everything's gay now. Like
He's
you
funny though.
he is funny. He does make me laugh. He seems like self-aware of what he's doing as well.
He's all he is like Nick Fuentes is for like the politician chuds, and then Clavicular is for like sports chuds. You know, they're very much the same person, but um they cover different support groups or people who are interested in them.
Yeah, it is weird how they always seem to find each other somehow. Like you always find the guy that you're looking for out there.
Yeah,
I
but
just think it's so funny. Like, did you see the Adam Friedland interview?
yes, I love
Dude,
Adam
what
Friedland.
he said, what he said, yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't know this, but you can actually take out your student loans and just put them directly into
I
surgeries.
loved when he
I'm
said
like,
he only fucks for a minute at a time because he's like,
then they
and
have to get
Adam's like,
checked
why
out
don't you just
afterwards.
jerk off? And he's like, yeah, I probably could.
Yeah.
It was a banger interview.
Just an incredible look inside the mind of America's youth.
Yeah.
They're like legitimately like all in on that shit. Like, uh, I have a family member that is like full blown, just like looks maxed out of his gourd. Like that's all he talks about. That's all he thinks about. He's been
Yeah.
talking about like that like the canter tilt and like
Mm-hmm.
the hunter eyes and shit like that
Yes.
for literally 5 years.
It's all very real. Incredibly real. I think the big thing is like the seed oils.
Yeah, that's another thing that he's big on. He fucking
Get rid of the seed oils.
yeah.
You should really only eat like rice, beans, meat, eggs, vegetables, and
It's
that's it.
yeah. It's crazy. Like whenever you go overseas and you like if you eat any
Yeah.
food from another country, you feel so much better, even though you're eating like an absolute fat pig the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Like I absolutely stuff my face when I'm on vacation, and I never feel as bad
Oh,
afterwards.
even they're saying, oh, there's two things. One, there's a new type of Lyme disease, or like ticks carry this different type of Lyme disease that makes people allergic to meat.
Huh.
And there's just a kid in Australia who died from it,
Holy shit.
because like you have actual crazy reactions to eating meat. Um, also mentioned in the Epstein files, and then like this new type of tick. I think it's government like made. And then what was the other thing with fucking the food people eat? There's the tick thing, and there was something else, dude. I forget.
Ticks have to be like the worst,
Yeah,
most vile like insect on the planet,
Lyme
right?
disease wasn't invented till like the 1970s, and it escapes from like a lab in Long Island.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
people call you conspiracy. It's true. Like it was never a thing before.
Jesus
Like
fuck.
if Lyme disease was a thing, the Native Americans would have fucking talked about it
100%.
before
Yeah.
we yacked their shit.
Yeah, there's no yeah, that holy fuck. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
no, it's completely like man-made thing.
Like how long have they been doing that shit? Cuz like that's
Yeah, so like the conspiracy is that like vegan like scientists and biologists want to push this out there to like save animals. Um,
there's that many out there enough to
ye-
like give people a fucking legitimate like meat allergy till they die.
yeah, yeah. It doesn't take that many people, dude. It took like 4 people to die of COVID in China before they shut down the whole country.
Dude, I'll never forget seeing those videos. The way that they shot those videos of people in China, like I'll never forget. There's this one video of a dude who was like on a bus and he had COVID and he like died on the bus, and then people were like running away, and it made China look like it was like the fucking apocalypse. It
Until
was
you
insane.
realize that was all organized and fake because China didn't give people a fake vaccine. They gave them like monoclonal antibodies and
Yeah,
ivermectin,
and then
and
we
people
got
just
fried.
it was like the average age of someone who died from COVID is 84, and then the average age of someone in the States is 81.
Yeah,
Like not that it's good, but it's like it was yakking all the old people, and we destroyed the economy
I don't know. At a certain
and
point,
kept
that's
kids
kind
out
of
of.
just like population control, isn't it? That
It,
was also a man-made virus,
yeah,
though. So like, I
yeah,
don't know. Like that's
100.
that's another problem.
That's the one.
Obviously,
Yeah,
I
people.
just don't know why they're making like the risk reward of making a bioweapon is so insane. Because
Mm,
like, what's the best case is you get to kill people like that you want to kill on purpose, and
the
then the worst case is that it gets out into the world and then everybody contracts it.
Yeah, but it's like the largest upward transfer of wealth in human history
True.
during COVID. I think it was all fake.
I isn't that all over the fucking files too?
Yeah,
I've been trying to stay out of the files as much as I can. Like my brain can only I can only handle so much as far as like depressing outlook on the world,
yeah,
and I can only do so much before I just get like I'm like Jesus Christ.
yeah. I want to go back to that open mic night we've been to,
Yeah.
where all the fucking there's like 4 funny people there. The rest of them are losers. But have like my whole 5 minutes be like, I have emails of things in the files you guys haven't heard about, and read fake things that could have been in the files. Breaking news: Obama is actually gay. Like, and then like Epstein emails show that in 2004, China actually successfully landed humans on the moon, but didn't tell the world because they were embarrassed. They crashed the lunar lander. I think shit like that. We goes. I had like one other fake Epstein email that I thought would be
And you gotta print it out.
crazy
You gotta
funny.
print it out and have the paper
Yeah,
with like the
bring up
redactions in it.
bring up fake printer
Yeah.
paper and read these things out.
You ever see the dude on Instagram that does like that? He goes up on stage and he just like he does the most like the worst jokes imaginable, but he's wearing like he's wearing the meta glasses, so
Yeah,
he just like records himself bombing in a room full of like comics doing open mics, and it's so fucking funny.
yeah. We should go back to that. We need to go soon, sometime.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We haven't done it in a while.
Yeah,
It's good for the soul. Get up there, try.
it's fun. I'd like it more if it weren't like so many retards. Like I get the idea of being bad at comedy, but there's so many social justice warriors there that it's
It is kind of ironic that like there's a certain crowd of like amateur comedians specifically.
like the only people who are funny there don't give a shit, and then like
Yeah.
I'd say like 5% of them are actual funny people who don't give a shit what you say, and the other 95% are just fucking losers who want something to talk about, and then they also want something to complain about.
Yeah.
It's like say something funny, dude.
It is kind of it's truly insane how like I just don't understand how like if you're a comedian, the whole thing is like you take social commentary and turn it into like humor somehow.
Yeah.
And to be like a somebody at an open mic and then not think people's viewpoints from the opposite side of you are funny. Like you specifically turn it down because you don't want to find it funny.
Yeah, they think every time they boo like a trans joke, they're like somehow like
Like they're
saving
like
the
yeah,
world or
exactly.
something. It's like no, like you can tell a funny joke about anything. But
Like you've done your set in front of me and
yeah.
like you've done it in front of like our friends and it gets everybody to laugh. Like
And
there's
then
not a
I
single
go up
person not
there,
laughing.
dude, and like there's two guys who think it's funny and everyone else is like, yeah. It's like not trying to say everything I say is funny, but like I have a couple well written jokes with actual punchlines,
Yeah.
but people just don't like the subject matter, so they get all upset.
I just think it's such like a cop out. Like there's no way that you can be somebody that goes to an open mic and then like get offended off what somebody's saying because it's like everybody has a right to be, there's humor in everything. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
You know, there's that one big fat guy there with the glasses I
yeah,
don't like, and he goes there. And, are you a hubba or hubba? Like he does like the
yeah.
stupid like
He's like
he,
he thinks that
comedian.
comedy is still the same as when he was a kid.
Yeah,
Like he is literally the like, what's the deal with airplane? Like
yeah,
he's legitimately like
and
that one joke. They post a clip of it where he's like, yeah, my wife wanted a handyman. It's
yeah,
too bad she married a handsy man. And then he
yeah,
starts doing like the
the
hand
crab
claw. I'm
hand.
like, dude, like there's like there's no way that anybody and he gets gigs.
He get, but like you think like it makes you mad until you realize like
That's all he has.
if he was turned into a red stain on the side of the highway on his way into work, I don't think anyone would care. Like, he goes to some bullshit fucking office job where everyone's like, this guy's a fucking fag. And no one like that's the only thing that keeps me from being too upset is like I'm not a smart person, but I can tell this guy's a fucking loser. So I'm willing to bet most other normal people in his life are like, oh, this guy's a fucking loser.
Yeah, that's a definite fact. That's the only reason why I feel like we haven't been back. Is just like the and on top of that, like because of the things you say, like the guy who runs it.
He puts me on at like 1:30 in the morning. It's
Exactly.
like I
It's
gotta
like
be up at
how
4:30 a.m. to do a real
yeah.
job.
I gotta go to this fucking fuck ass open mic at I gotta get there at 8 o'clock so I can sign up.
Mm-hmm.
I sign up and then I gotta go wait an hour and a half, 2 hours so I can go up on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go, I get 5 minutes, and then I turn around and I have to do the same like and then I gotta wait for you to go on at fucking 1 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning
The
because
guy
he
hates
doesn't
me.
like what you have to
Last
say.
time I went up, he put me on at 1:15 in the morning on a fucking Thursday. It's like,
All because he doesn't like what you talk about.
yeah,
You'd be better off putting down a fake name and then going up.
I know. I gotta do that. I should put a fake name and put in the Google Docs. Like, I should wear a fake mustache and go and pretend not fake mustache glasses and go up there and do the same routine I did the first 2 times. That'd be the way. I just don't know what a good fake name would. It's some fake Italian names. Fake Italian names are easy. I should put down James Carmex. I would. The only name to do would be James Carmex.
Yeah,
I think he'd put me top 10 if I did James Carmex.
100%, definitely.
But then he'd be mad and he'd probably ban me forever from there.
He definitely is the kind of person to do something like that. That is for sure. That's another thing too, is like dealing with somebody that has like, such little power in his life that
He
he
just goes straight to his head.
yeah.
It's crazy.
And that's all he talks about all week. He goes to like whatever fucking boring ass job he has, and all he talks about, he's like, "Yeah, man, you should come out to my open mic, man. I run it." I'm just amazed that they even get people to go in there.
Until you realize it's all just people who think this is Kill Tony.
Exactly.
They think
yeah.
Kill Tony happens every Thursday night at this fucking attic downtown.
yeah. This
They think they're like, these people are so delusional. They think, all right, someone in the crowd's gonna film it. Joe Rogan's gonna see it on Instagram Reels, and I'm gonna get flown out to Austin next week, and I'm gonna get to hang out at the mothership with fucking Ron White and Tom Segura, and we're gonna fucking smoke a blunt, and we're gonna talk about Texas. And it's like, no, dude. That's like, the funniest thing that could happen to you is you shitting your pants on stage.
yeah, exactly.
The funniest thing I saw there was that rainbow fag lady who went up and did her whole set in like a full rainbow outfit with rollerblades on, and then she ate shit coming off the stage.
Yeah.
And fell right on the corner of it, dude, and it was like rolling on the ground in pain for 5 minutes, dude. That was the funniest.
That was the
thing.
whole set.
That was her falling off stage was funnier than. She made like 8 jokes about killing herself. It's like, okay, like someone should be allowed to put you,
should we
like,
send somebody to your house to check
under
in on
medical
you?
supervision. But falling off stage was very funny.
Dude, the secondhand and embarrassment from from falling off a stage and then rolling around for 5 minutes while people are doing 5-minute sets. Like you took up a whole set.
It was like the lady who falls when they're making the wine. That old video, they parodied it on Family Guy. The lady falls over making the wine on the newscast, and she's like, it was literally that.
Fucking insane.
Alrighty.
I wanted to get one of these in because I don't think we've done it since. You gotta get at least one Fish Factory story in. You've only talked about the Fish Factory once.
The one time.
Yeah, we haven't done another story from it.
There's so many. I don't know which one to tell. I talk about the retarded guy getting punched in the face yet, or no?
No, you did not.
I talk about the junk. Like, the top 3 stories are probably retarded guy punched in the face, the junkie's like life arc where he went from being a junkie to just being a cool dude. Methadone clinic guy had a lot of good stories. There's fucking literally Big J and Silent Bob who work together every day. They were fucking. I don't know where to start.
You started with, obviously, like, you replaced a fucking meth addict.
The meth guy who ripped the sink off the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Are
we doing back to back?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just do it for the next one. Yeah. All right. Do all the things that
tune in, listen.
Yeah, we usually say.
Whatever.
Yeah, we'll have one tonight, and then I don't know, sometime next
we'll
week.
post this like a week from now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
yeah.
perfect.